Hello and welcome back to another episode of Horizon Forbidden West. Let's continue, shall we?
Taking a look around
Okay.
too.
Is that... Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Wow, how about that?
Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
Okay.
You're not afraid it's north?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. Where
Okay.
its doors aren't closed from embassies. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
He really doesn't like the gates. Huh. I get it though, when your whole business focus on them gates being
Someone
opened.
really here wants to get those gates open.
Alright, let's take a look around here real quick, because I want to also maybe get the rest of those, cameras maybe too.
I have just...
What you got? Ooh. Already got one.
I await...
Actually, I guess so. Isn't it just like where I could sell garbage? I'm not gonna read that stuff. Unless it's technically like full on important, I could care less.
Looking for a real challenge? Play machine.
Glitched out? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay.
I've got boards ready to go if anyone would.
Sorry, the shop is closed for now.
Oh.
Weapons you can't buy anywhere else. Just
But you aren't open. So I can't buy. It'd be crazy if I can... I think I could fully upgrade this right away. Oh, that's one way to do it. gonna do this anyway. Oh, that's fine. I could find more later. Ooh. I forgot, we need to hunt more animals. If we want to have bigger amounts of equipment.
Where's Errand? Looks like he's had a few.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here and the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me. I fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Loravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Loravik was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries,
Okay.
everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Loravik, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him, arguing with a stranger. And when Loravik mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Loravik lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Okay.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Laravik's bunk, searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Laravik in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more
And
Eclipse are out
considering
there.
there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Alright. Let's do this real quick. I'll try to do this in the towers. Actually, let's take a look. We could probably head up to this over here, but it might take us there anyway. We'll see. Damn, I have 12 fast travel packs. I definitely missed this game. Yeah, playing the first one. It was so good. I think it had a few issues, but I hear this one has like its own. If I'm right, it's too handholdy. And if you're confused what I mean by that, it's like they constantly want to keep telling you what to do.
Bloodstains. It's a good place to start as any. Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here. I see plenty of tracks from the Carja search party. Not helpful. Broken branches. Was someone up here? Faint tracks. Leading away from barren light. I should be able to follow them with my focus.
Do I have to...
Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all. Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them.
I'll just take him out. Don't I have... No. I think I have to equip a different bow to do what I'm thinking of. Okay, I guess I wasn't close enough to do a sneak attack. Yep.
Should be easy to follow the trail up ahead now. Blood. A lot of it. Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him. Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus.
Let me just grab this.
Looks like you're headed for that bridge.
It sounded like I was almost getting attacked there for a second.
Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow their tracks. Where did you go off to? The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
I know we can fight people, so at least we could in the last game. So I wonder if we're going to be having those kind of fights in this one too.
This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
Oh, we found a highway. Or an underground one.
We have to find him. In his shed, we would find strength. We don't know Larvik's dead. He hasn't shown at the rendezvous then. So either that fool guard killed him, or he lost his man. We'll just have to blast our way through the gates. And then, Rayad was our only link to Vezra. And he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go back than left.
Connor was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Hardware has become
Spotted.
The Outlander's here! They need help!
Oh, you can get headshots. This is our first set of humans we get to fight. I wasn't expecting them to instantly come this way though. That's why I got caught. That's what happens when you're not fully aware.
So, start here.
That takes care of that. It seems like there's more eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was the only link to them, they might have a focus. They could tell me where they are. I'm guessing that's Rayad. Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light.
Okay.
Bask in the gloom of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light. Ryad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
Okay, we're good now? Oh, I was about to say, I thought he disappeared. Let's quickly do this real quick.
When we fought the Eclipse back in Meridian, I thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong.
Yeah, it's not easy to get rid of these type of people. Especially if their belief is strong. They'll keep coming back. It's really hard to wipe out, you know, a group. Oh, I went way too far. I'm not used to two different markers.
What's back here? I think I can climb up this cliff.
Ah. Oh. Oops.
Looks like this camp was abandoned a while ago.
But there are some goodies.
Another signal tower. Might be a lens I can grab for Reyna at the top. holding together.
Surprised it. Okay, I really saved that.
One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab. There's Baron light. I've got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time
Oh
I see her.
wow. Well, there's a sneak peek to the next place. You know, for me right now, tomorrow will be Christmas Eve. I know this series is going to be fully be coming out on January, and then fully kind of head out in the middle of it, when the series will fully start getting uploaded daily, which is nice. I hate when series like this take forever to fully get loaded or uploaded. That was a good shot. Seems like it was worth it though. Yeah, just crow meat. Not really worth killing it. So we have 3 more towers and they're all back this way. Let's get a resolution on this one thing done real quick. There we go. A little bit around. One thing I felt like I didn't do enough was like side objectives a lot of the time. I think I was kind of moving too fast and too weird, if you get what I mean by that. It's like I would just do a whole bunch of stuff and then like main stuff, and then I would do a random side thing out of nowhere, and it felt like I wasn't even doing them correctly. But in the same time, when it comes to these games, especially back then when I feel like I need to get something mainly done, it's like I don't feel like I should continue going. Now it's entirely different on that opinion right now. And if anything, it's like, yeah, I feel like doing this stuff. Yeah, the side stuff.
Looks like he's had a few.
All the way out here.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy, did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Baron Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nazar, he might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nazar.
That's it then. The end of the eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Baron Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
It's like, I love how he's in jail. He's like, I can help you. I can fight. It's like, you're in jail, bud. I know you're free now, but like, I find it funny. He's like, yeah, I can do this. It's like, you're still in jail, bud. Let's... Where's my normal combat? Is this my normal combat? Hold on. I need to... Yeah, this is it. Oh, okay. RR2, RRR2, okay. Okay, it's just really delayed. Okay. Okay, we're going to fast travel. I don't know if this will take our robot with us, but we'll see. And we're gonna get the last 3 towers before we move on with the main stuff. We should be able to get these towers done fast. I don't really think they'll take that long. Well, I must still have my steed. Okay, that's pretty high up, but we should be able to get up there just fine. Yeah, that was, like I was saying earlier, I think the only issue I heard about this game, it has a lot of hand-holding. And I'll tell you this too, God of War had horrible, and I mean horrible amount of hand-holding. Because you'll be doing a puzzle, and the thing sucks too, because they'll have like collectibles in the middle of the puzzle, so you'll purposely have to do the wrong thing, or like backtrack and mess up in the puzzle, and then the character's like, what are you doing wrong? You're supposed to do this. And it's just like, I know what I'm supposed to do, or it's like, I know that, you didn't have to tell me. I'm just trying to get the item. I do like how they also do make fun of it during the game, like at least in the second one, but oh my gosh, it was horrible. And it was funny too, because I heard like, oh, we released a mod that gets rid of a whole bunch of useless lines. And at first I was like, oh, don't tell me you're talking about the story stuff. Like, usually when you're on a boat or in the middle of nowhere, like exploring around, you'll talk to your party, you know, and who are with you. And you do like all these little side stories, and you'll hear them get bigger throughout the game, which is really nice. Or like how the characters are feeling or thinking about, you know, during at the moment, at those moments. And I was like, don't tell me they got rid of that. No.
Another lens for Reyna.
Oh, okay. The thing they were talking about was the fact of all the help assistant lines. I'm like, okay, that is useless. Yeah, it's funny too, even the creator said like, we know we kind of messed up. We didn't think it was going to be that hard and that soon. Which is fine, you know. It's like, there are people who do need assistance, and then there's people that don't. I'm not usually the person that usually does need assistance, but if you see my other series, there's always going to be that one thing that I just get stumped on for like no reason. And it's funny too, because it's like I could have played that game before, and it's like, yeah, I can't figure it out. Sometimes it's also could be because you're doing movement wrong, or you're just missing that one last piece, you know. Or some puzzles are just annoyingly hard for like no freaking reason. You ever get one of those? It's like every puzzle seems to be stupidly easy, and then all of a sudden it's like the most impossible freaking puzzle in the world. It's like, what the frick? It's like the difficulty like just skyrockets out of nowhere. It's like, damn, did they just like turn on their brain like all of a sudden on this? It's like, how about we do this? It's like, will it make sense? No, but to us it will.
Lens I can grab for Reyna.
I think one of the most funniest ones was, oh, oops, didn't mean to interrupt her. I hate when I do that. One of the funny ones was, like, in the Uncharted games, the puzzles aren't too bad. They add them, like, more and more throughout the game, like, entries. But there was one. It was, like, something about cards or a clock. I can't remember what. It was, like, symbols. And you have your book, you know, it's supposed to help you or whatnot. I think it's, like, the second or third game, because you have someone with you. And they usually give you hints throughout the entire thing. But the weird thing is, they're not giving you hints anymore. And I'm like, okay, the one time I would love a hint, and it's not happening. It's like, did they really think it was going to be that easy? And the funny thing is, I was like, screw it, I'm going to look it up. And I go to look it up, and it's like, trust me, we don't get it either. And it's like, they don't give an explanation. Usually people give explanations on how to beat it. And freaking, they're like, yeah, we don't understand it, here's the answer. I'm like, wait, So you're telling me no one has the answer, or it's just that you just don't understand? You're just saying like, yeah, I don't have the answer. Here you go. Because I'm not gonna be annoyed by that. Usually I do like having like information before, but it just astounded me to see that. It's like, you know, they could have just looked it up if they wanted to. So that either means they just really didn't care, or no one understands it. It's shocking to me because that's not good. If no one can understand a puzzle, then it's not really a good puzzle. It's kind of like one of those things where you want it to be like a brain stumper, and then that makes sense to be horribly difficult. But when it's supposed to be like basic gameplay and it's supposed to be a random puzzle for random bits of fun to slow the game down a little bit, not just hard stop it, that's pretty bad. Am I going the right way? I think I'm going the right way. It's funny how also, because now this is the most I've talked in probably in this series yet, is that I don't really talk too much, and it's hard to because non-existent. I'm basically talking to no one. And because of that, it makes it really hard for me to figure out what to make for conversation. I can make jokes, but I don't know what would be pushing the line and whatnot, because I don't really have a fan base. And probably if I were to make more jokes, maybe it would make the series a bit more interesting, but I see people leave almost like right after my intro.
Guess I should leave it for now. I'll mark this spot in my focus. Come back later.
Oh, so I literally cannot do this. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just stop for now with this. We'll just actually move on. I could do the other tower, but there's a good chance it might be messed up too. But yeah, that's why I have a hard time with like conversation. And not only that too, I don't know if people would just like to hear me talk ramble on about who knows what, or have my gameplay. Thing that sucks too is that when the gameplay gets really boring, then it kind of sucks without conversation.
Took some work.
Hey, Raina.
You get me more of these, I'll make it worth your while. Did you find?
I'm working.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's talk to a Nard.
There's Errand.
Errand, not a Nard.
Looks like this had you. Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need. Ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the clay. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Boadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. It wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seen the crowd to shut up to pay their respects.
That's good.
Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. That's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. No matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
It's true.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Saving the world, that sounds like a lot for just one
Errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame you for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
yeah, don't count on it.
Don't count on it. Alright, well,
careful.
at least you're fair about it. Oh, or honest. Alright. Let's do this.
Lighten up, Pike. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh out there.
Yes, sir.
Why the long face, my boss? Wish you were heading out there?
No, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
True.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with him for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see
Okay.
about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled.
Must know how great he is too.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Ah, good friend.
Why the Sun King believes we can have... How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakhs are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian. File a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Uh-oh. Oh, just saw the whole game glitch out.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
I'm asking nicely.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Vard gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. But now I'm even more curious about you, knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances.
Oh, I just saw it glitch out in the back.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help. But I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. You sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well.
I'm interested.
I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me.
You somehow got married.
Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
Oh, okay.
You wound up serving Mitsunok's chief.
The winners of the court route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice,
I'm running out of time.
marshals are Karo's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honored men. Only 2 months just spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did. Until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanath. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the cautious speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanath for hating them.
Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed like I did, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.